The most important thing when healing chronic pain, coming right up.
What's up, everyone? I'm Michael, and I help people transform their consciousness, their relationships, their behavior, and their reality. Here we go.
Taking care of yourself will open up a new dimension within your own reality. When we start to heal ourselves, we really heal everyone else around you. The reason for this is because when we heal ourselves, then it opens us up to see healing in others. When we don't see ourselves, how are we supposed to see each other? How are you supposed to show love to someone if you're not really showing love to yourself? How are you supposed to show happiness to someone if you're not really happy? The world is filled with people smiling in pictures, smiling for the internet, in movies, in these outings that we go to at family dinners, but when they go home at night, their relationships and themselves can be a complete and utter disaster. What I want to see happen in this world is I want to see every single human being lay their head down at night on a pillow and be truly happy and looking forward to waking up the next day, so happy that they're going to pop. And I found this in some very simple ways, but when I focused my whole entire being on myself, only then did I start to receive the messages, the chronic pain in my body, the issues in my body, the toxicity issues in my body were trying to show me. I had extremely deep chronic pain in my spine, my hips, I had arthritis, I had herniations in my back. I never thought I was going to be able to walk right again. And to this day now, I can say that I know that I'm going to be 100%. Am I there now? I don't even know really what 100% is anymore, but I do know that I never would be where I am now compared to where I was if I did not focus my entire life on my issues. We are souls here that come to the human planet to learn and grow and to assist in the evolving of humanity. There is no wrong or right, but there are lessons in our life that when we focus inside, we're going to receive the essence of why we as an individual is here. And yes, there's so much work to do in the external world with others and providing others things that we want to give to them, but it all starts with ourselves. An empty cup cannot fill another cup. It's only going to take away from the structure of the cup. It's going to weaken the cup. So we have to have a full glass or a relatively full glass, and we actually have to have a system in place in our life to keep that glass filling on a regular basis in order to support other glasses. So you may have a family, you may have a relationship, you may have people in your life that are very much needing on you, or they're trusting you for their survival. That has nothing to do with the focus of your intention in the day. When you shift the focus to your own love inside of yourself, what do you need to heal your chronic pain? What do you need to heal your illness? And the secret here is, I want you to think about this with me. Everyone in your life that you love, they probably love you back. I'm assuming, your wife, your kids, the people in your life that you love, right? When you're better, they're going to be happy. There's nothing better in this world that you can do for someone else than healing yourself. It's a win-win for the entire universe. So when you look inside and you're like, oh, I can't take the time out of my life to help myself, or I can't go 2 to 3 times a week to take care of myself, to do these treatments, or to make this special food, or to take the time out of my life. But you won't heal if these things don't happen. Yes, you can look to the modern medical world and they're going to give you a quick Band-Aid fix, but the pain and the illness and the issue that's inside is only going to rear its ugly head later on in life. And if you're saying to me, hey, I'm too stressed, I have so much going on in my life, I don't have time for anything. Well, you created the life that you have from the choices, whether you want to admit it or not. So if you're busy and you're stressed and you have too much on your plate, and you really don't have any time to put into your healing, then it's time to undo all of that. You do whatever you have to do to heal yourself. If that means move back in with your mom and dad and you're 40 years old because The work's stressing you out and you have all these payments in life, then you got to keep working. Do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get yourself well. And the life and the universe is going to open up a new path to you. There's nothing wrong with taking time out of your life and focusing 100% and going inside and healing yourself. For about 2 years, there was nothing that I did other than treatments for myself. And I don't mean I was going and spending money on treatments. I mean doing treatments for myself, doing my own work on myself all day long. All I did was focus on these minute little things. Did I drink enough water? Am I drinking my green juice? There were special things that I had in place that took time, reading certain books, looking into new ways of treatments for myself, my emotional aspects, my spiritual aspects, special conversations with people, emotional release, conversations that I know I needed to have, exercise, grounding with the earth, making sure I'm getting sunshine, keeping my mind in balance, understanding what this pain is in my life. But I also am at a different place, so it's wherever you are in your life, we must be drastic sometimes. And if it gets to the point where we are really suffering, it's going to take the change of your entire life. It's the only way around it. And no one's telling people this, which is why I'm saying it to you, and which is why I went through the chronic pain issue that I had. If I would have focused on just the chronic pain, I never would have healed like I did. I never would be here saying these things to you. What I had to do was transform my entire life, every aspect of it. And I had to look inside and look at all the dirty parts of myself that I didn't want to look at. It's the only way. It's what the pain is pushing you towards. I had to look at all the lies and the shit and the masks I was wearing and all the persona that I was in, and to forcing a square peg into a round hole. But when I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop doing anything. I'm going to stop making choices. I'm going to do whatever it takes because I want a life and I want to learn what this is about. Everything changed. And I'm not saying, hey, go out and just change your whole life at once. No, it's a little bit. It's the intention. This message is here for you to set the intention, for you to understand what I'm trying to say to you. And that is when you wake up in the morning, you take a deep breath and you go, okay, what is one thing that I can focus on today? I have to start taking care of myself. I have to go after this pain. I have to change, and I'm open to changing anything. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm open to changing something. And once again, if you have chronic pain, if you are doing the same things that you have been doing in the past, and you expect to heal yourself, it's called insanity. Insanity is repeating the same thing, expecting a different outcome. So if we have a deep-rooted issue in our body, the only way to change is to change everything again. And I can't stress this enough. But before the changes happen, the connection with the universe has to happen through intention and love for yourself, saying, you know what, I'm going to make the most important aspect of my life my own healing. My kids, if you have a husband or a wife, family, co-workers, they're all going to receive a better you, a healed you. And there's nothing wrong with saying to the people closest to you in your reality, saying, you know what, I'm going to focus on myself and I need all of you to help me. Can all of you help me for this time? For a little bit of time, I want to heal. And they're going to be like, you know what? Absolutely. And they're going to support you. And make sure that still, we don't just, when we just take, we have to put it into ourselves first. And then when we receive, we can actually put it into momentum in our life. Then when you start healing, you're going to gain momentum and momentum and momentum. And the momentum and the inertia that you're creating from the choices that are coming from the universe, kind of putting its hands under you to support you in your healing, is going to help you along the way. And it's also going to be road signs to you that, hey, this works and this doesn't. I'm on the right path, I'm not on the right path. Because if you're getting better, you're on the right path. And I don't mean, oh, I just go and get this one fix. I mean, if you heal organically and naturally, you will feel it inside, what I'm talking about. I was in so much pain, I could barely pick up a glass of water off the floor. And I remember going, and I had a pot of soup in my hands. And I put a pot of soup in the fridge. And I'm a veteran of the United States Marines. I was a machine gunner in the Marine Corps. I was a mixed martial arts fighter. I was a brown belt. I'm a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Renzo Gracie. I was 180 pounds. I was fighting. I was competing. I was a strong individual. But I was weak inside. And that's why I broke. And I got to the point in my life where I put a pot of soup in the fridge, and it hurt me so bad I almost broke down crying from putting a pot of soup in the fridge because I bent over too much. I wasn't able to bend over past about like this. For almost 2 years, I could not pick anything up off the floor. For a year, all I did was lay on the couch in pain, thinking my life was over. And that was the worst thing I could possibly do because now I've learned how to heal chronic pain. I really have, because the root cause is, you'll find a similarity in all the root causes. And actually, my problem wasn't even my spine. It was all of these other things, and that injury just happened to that spot. So when I was in that place of just this bottom pit, just feeling like my physicality was taken from me, I had to become strong inside. I had to reach inside of myself and look at myself and see who I truly was. But I started every day saying, you know what? The most important thing is myself right now. And it still is. And I'm able to provide my partner, my mother and father, my sister, my friends. I'm able to provide them with the greatest specimen that I can be at this given time in my life from the consciousness that I have. And I hope you all understand what I'm trying to say. Please, my family, if you like this video, subscribe, leave me a comment, like that button. I'm really trying to grow this channel, and I'm here to support each and every one of you. Because the lessons I have learned in this life were hard ones, and I want to help people so they don't have to maybe learn the hard way. They can kind of skip over some things because they're like, hey, you know what? That guy, he resonates with me, and I'm gonna give that a try. So I hope you give it a try. I hope you take care of yourself and realize that you are the greatest thing that has ever been blessed on this planet Earth, and you deserve everything that you need to get to that next level in life where you need to go. Be very aware of your actions, be very aware of the consequences of your actions, and live your life from your heart. Take care of yourself, my family. Taking care of yourself is taking care of the whole entire world.